King is a very good friend of mine. She's also a beautiful lady that knows about beautiful things. She has a fabulous garden slash home decor store slash cafe slash barn. There's so many parts to that store. I love it. I get lost in it over in Wayne, Pennsylvania. It's called Valley Forge Flowers. But she has brought many of her beautiful things, including her live plant collection, to QVC at really affordable prices. So Barbara is a live plant expert, so is her husband, and she has handpicked very carefully a lot of the most beautiful things that she could find for you in her Barbara King live plant collection. Hello, lovely lady. How are you?
Oh, I am so great. I'm outside here, outside of the barn right now, and so be on this show. What fun!
This is fun.
It is, and this is such a really special plant, Carolyn. Lily, pretty woman, and she is really beautiful.
Well, I want everybody to take notice of how tall she is, too. She is like way taller than you. I think she's taller than your boys. She's tall. So you're
definitely taller.
Some of these wonderful lilies, and these are not daylilies, these are ornamental lilies. They grow really tall. I have some similar varieties in my front yard, and they reach up into the leaves of my birch tree. They're absolutely gorgeous. So what we have for you today, guys, less than 700 left. This has been a very popular plant. It's got a lot of customers buzzing. We started with 5,000 for the season. This is the first day it's ever been on QVC2, though, and you're getting 3 payments of $907. So, Barbara, I'm getting 6 bulbs, correct? So what's going to happen when I plant these bulbs? How far apart do I plant them? How many stems, how many flowers are going to come out of each one?
Well, this is so exciting because these bulbs are so unique. These bulbs are the reason that you are going to have that surge in power to have the height of these lilies. And the size of these lilies is pretty incredible, and it's all due to these bulbs. This is a cross between an Oriental and a trumpet lily. So the Orientals are known for their elegance, their size, and their fragrance. The trumpets are known for that regal trumpet shape. And you know what's amazing about this? When it does bloom, it starts out pale yellow, and the whole edge has that beautiful pink. Then as it matures into the pure white lily. And the size of these lilies, Carolyn, is pretty incredible. The very first year, you could get 3 to 4 feet in height out of the lilies. And the size of the lily flower in just the first year is 3 to 6 inches. The second year, this can surge to 5 to 6 feet, and the size of the lily is going to be 8 to 10 inches across.
They're ginormous.
The base of the lily.
And I want everybody
and then the third year,
I just wanted, sorry to interrupt, I just wanted to mention that they do grow tall, but the stems are really thick and strong, so they don't tip over. You don't have to stake these. I noticed you've got yours in a pot, which I've never done before with my very tall lilies, because I have a lot of garden areas. If you are going to put these in the ground, Barbara, would you suggest put them in the back row because they're tall? But if you have in a pot, what size pot do you have right there, and how many bulbs are in there?
This has at least 5 bulbs in it.
Okay.
So this is going to give you a lot. So I would put it in a very large pot if you're going to do that, like a 36-inch diameter pot.
Okay.
In the ground, you could plant them like 9 inches apart from each other, but definitely do it in groupings because that's where this gives you that impact of the amount of flowers. This is also an awesome specimen plant, like right in the middle of the garden that's going to just have its own special area.
Yeah.
And lilies, as we all know, are very easy to grow. So even though this looks so exotic and unusual, it is as easy to grow as any other lily, Carolyn.
Yeah, well, and honestly, lilies are the easiest thing to grow. All you have to plant is a bulb. You don't have to dig a giant hole like you would with a potted plant. Dig a small hole just deep enough to cover that bulb, and you know, try to remember to place it upright where the little bit of stem is coming out. But if you can't figure that out, don't worry, it'll figure it out for you. They come back every year, right, Barbara, with more and more flowers. So you're going to get a big impact this year. Mine are already about 2 feet tall out of the ground, so you can still get yours. We're going to ship them out right away, plant them right away. You've got plenty of time. By the 4th of July, these are going to be so tall with oodles of delicious aroma flowers. I just love mine so much that I have mine in my very front garden bed. When people come up my driveway, I've got a bed full of lilies. It's the first thing people see, and it's just and smell, because they're amazing.
And amazing to also take some cuttings and bring it into your house. These are, as you said, a very strong stem. So they're going to stand upright. These flowers will be front facing. They'll be facing you, not drooping down. I love that about this lily, because sometimes when you get a really big lily, it faces down. These are going to be showstoppers. First, with that color morphing, where the pink edge on that pale yellow flower petal is incredible. And then as it matures, goes to that crisp white. It's a beautiful thing to see and watch happen in the garden. That is so special. But the size of this plant in height and the size of the flower is really, really spectacular. This is a special lily.
I mean, look how big they are. They're as big as that little girl's face. I mean, they're huge.
I know.
So, you know, again, you'll get tons of flowers. You'll get lots of beautiful height. They're show-stopping. I love them planted in sections on either side of like an arbor gate. So as the kind of like the climbing roses are climbing up over the arbor, you've got these coming up either on the inside or the outside, like two big posts full of flowers. You can put them in a pot, like in between your garage doors. Anytime you want to get some height, maybe in between two windows in the front of your house, I think they would be absolutely gorgeous. And again, they're perennial, so they come back bigger and better every year.
They sure do. And I love all your ideas, because you know what? Getting a little creative is what adds to your garden, to your personality in your garden. And it's a fun, easy way to do it with plants here from QVC, because we go out and find things that are easy, that grow with very little maintenance, but are very unique, really special. And the size of this flower is super unique. I mean, that little girl standing next to that, this is a flower, a plant that you are going to love doing photos next to. It is different. It's that Oriental cross with the trumpet lily. So that shape in itself and form is gorgeous, but in its maturity, that plant, that flower head can be about 10 inches across. That's incredible. You'll see that from such a distance, and it's gorgeous to watch the color morphing change from that pale yellow with the pink edge. Then it matures into that white.
Thank you, Barbara. They're stunning, and literally a few hundred left to go around, you guys, for the season. That's it. So it's our last chance plants show. Please get yours before they're completely gone until next year, and even if they come back next year, because Barbara's going to bring us a lot of new things. All right, stay in the ordering process. Barbara, we'll see you a little bit. Thanks, my friend.
Okay. Thank you.
All right, coming up later, Philip Watson, well, not too much later, Philip Watson's going to be joining us.